Hello! So I wanted to show you a new feature we just added to Whisper Memos. It can now integrate with Reflect Notes, the note-taking app. So I'm just going to show you how it works. Go to Whisper Memos, go to Settings, go to Integrations, and then we have Reflect. So we're going to enable it, and the only thing we need is an access token. And there's a page to get your access token. You have to go to Reflect website, and there's reflect.app /developer/oauth. So you have to create a new client. It doesn't really matter what you name it. I'm just going to do something. It doesn't matter. This is just going to be like a personal token. So here we go. It's been created. And then we generate an access token. So this is what we need, an access token. It was copied into my clipboard. So now I can go to Reflect and I can set it. Sorry, go to Whisper Memos, I meant. Cool. So I pasted my token. It was validated. It seems to be valid. So that means now Whisper Memos can talk to Reflect. There's a couple of configuration options to look at. One is whether you want your memos nested under a bullet. This basically decides whether they will go into Whisper Memos bullet or if they will be at the root of the file. And the second is more interesting. Here you can set up to make separate notes. So if you turn this off, all of your memos will be part of your daily note. But if you turn it on, you can set up a threshold for length of the recording, and that will decide whether it's going to be part of a daily note or if it's going to be made a separate file in Reflect. So I'm going to keep it on and we're going to test it. This is pretty low threshold. So the only way now, if we want to put a note here in the daily note, if you want to inline it, all we have to do is record a pretty short note below 250 characters. So let's test that. Just gonna wait for the memo to process. And it was transcribed, and in a moment it should appear here in Reflect. So this was just inlined to the daily note. And for our second attempt, we need to record more than 250 characters so that I can show you what it's going to look like when the memo is turned into a separate page or a separate file in Reflect. So just going to keep talking for a little bit longer to get to 250 characters. I guess this should be enough. It should be enough. Let's pause. And now we're transcribing this new memo. And hopefully this was longer than 250. We'll see in a moment, I guess. Okay. The transcription has finished. And it should appear here in a moment. Okay, perfect. So that's what happened. In this case, it created a separate document for this entire memo. So this will be great if you're like recording a meeting, right? It's going to create a separate document for your meeting, and in your daily note, all you're going to see is a link and a very brief summary of what was said in that note. So this is the second way to use Whisper Memos with Reflect. Everything can be set up in integrations, and that's pretty much it.